given x power 6 and y raised to power 15. All right, so question to do with factorization also are key. So you can see that here we can be able to factorize 2 out, and we are going to remain with e raised to power 2 minus 9. And this can be factorized because this is a difference of 2 squares. You need to remember that. So we are going to say this is going to reduce to e raised e minus 3 and e plus 3, and that is our final answer now. That was expected. Don't done practice on making subject of the formula. Yeah, it's a trapezium came to your exam dictation. So also they might be tested on how to work the area of a trapezium. That's why I'm making this video, so that they can prepare on that. So should I continue? All right. Okay, so making R the subject of the formula here. We start by getting rid of that square root. So we went to square both sides, and then we pull the terms out. So that's the strategy we're going to use at that given point. So let's see what's going open squaring both sides. We're going to have this, and we're going now, I'm going to multiply by 5r both sides also, so that I'm going to get rid of the fraction. So once I have that, remember, if I multiply this and this, we commit suicide there, and I'm going to pick, because we're making r the subject, I'm going to take those terms with r on one side, so that we can be able to factor it out. Now let's factor r out. If we factor r out, we are going to remain with this. And then now I can divide by, because my objective is to remain with r as on one side and all the terms to be on the other side. So meaning I'm going to divide what's in the fraction in the bracket both sides, so that we can be able to cancel these guys, and our r is going to be that. So we've managed to make r the subject of the formula. Still on indices, if you are given fractional indices like this, you need to remember that every term inside the bracket is going to be raised to by the power that's outside. Don't forget that. And that's going to be 8 raised to power 2 over 3 times e raised to power 15 times this. So meaning that this and this will cancel, and we're going to have e raised to power 10. But when you are having 8 raised to power 2 over 3, this is the same as, this can be written as 8 raised to power third, then 2 is outside. But remember, 8 raised to a third is the same as the cube root of 8. So this is going to reduce to that, because cube root of 8 is 2, then you square that 2, and finally we're going to have our answer 4 e raised to power 10 as our final answer in that case. Wow, still indices. But if you are given now a power which is a negative, it means the negative is going to find the reciprocal of what's inside the bracket. You turn them upside down, but so that you just remain with now a positive, and you raise the power like that, and finally our answer becomes actually 16 over y raised to power 4. But now see the question, give in the form a y raised to power n. We are not having a fraction there, so meaning we have to express in the form the question is expecting us to do. So because if y was a fraction, so if you take it up, you are going to write a negative. All right. Okay. Right. All right, we need to solve now. Suppose you are given a question to do with algebraic fractions like this. What should come to your mind is finding the LCM of the denominator. So the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12, and then we're going to multiply that LCM to all the terms that you're having at that given point. So we are going to multiply the LCM, which is 12, to all the terms that we have. So meaning if we are going to multiply, this is going to reduce to this. Yeah, so if you simplify and put the like terms together, we are going to get and solve for, yeah, so this is going to be 23, and then we take 23 on the other side, so it will be, just move this and going to translate to 95, divide by 15 both sides. Yeah, so we divide by 15. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get nothing other than 19/3 as our final answer. So we're gonna leave it like that, and like that. Okay, so let's still move to the next part and see what we are supposed to do there. Okay, so the next question is where maybe you are given quadratic expressions, and once you are factorized, you are supposed to use it to solve that quadratic equation. So here we are told that x squared plus 5x minus 24. We are supposed to factorize that. So which will mean that we are going to identify where two numbers whose sum is 5 and two numbers whose product is negative 24. So which are the two numbers? If you add them, you get 5, but if you multiply them, you get negative 24. The two numbers are actually must be 8 and 3, but one must be a negative, and 3 has to be a negative, so that if we add, we're going to get positive 5. So then we're going to express the middle term in terms of the two numbers. So we're going to say x squared minus 3x plus 8x minus 24. And then we group these two together, which will mean we can factor out what is common in the two, and then x minus 3. So what's the answer for question 5? Waiting. We are also timing. I'm also timing so that I can be able to train you on how to work out questions while considering time because during exams you are timed. So make sure you take shortest time possible in this question. Yeah, check whether this is what you got. First thing, you are supposed to find the LCM of these two numbers, and the LCM is actually 6 here. We multiply by 6 all through, and then we simplify and try to open the brackets and put the like terms together. Check whether that's what you did. And if you got it right, write in the comment section. Then we shall divide by 14 both sides. If we divide here, we're going to have our x translating to 11/2, which is going to be 5.5. Did you get that right? All right, well done if you did. And if you did not, is a learning process. All right, so we are supposed to solve the inequality 2y squared minus 7y minus that is less than or equal to 0. So given this question, this is the most easiest question that you'll ever be given. Don't be scared. I know some of us really get frustrated when it becomes solving quadratic inequalities. Let this video be the last method you'll be taught on how to approach it, and you'll be able to master it. Now follow me through. The first thing that we're going to do inequality as an equal sign. We're going to forget about the inequality, we have it, so that we can be able to solve this quadratic equation and get the critical point, the solution of this. So we're going to go ahead and try to work out what is the solution if it was a quadratic equation. So let's proceed. At this point, you can be able to use a quadratic formula in order to work it out. And let us identify our a is 2, our b is -7, and our c is -30. Now, applying a quadratic formula and substituting everything that we are given here and everything that we have, it means we can be able to get the value of y be equal to what? Because you